linebackers that were in your position just a couple years ago?
I mean, just it's going to be hard, man. I mean, spring football is not easy. Just keep moving, keep your head up, and just keep taking those steps forward.
What kind of advice would you give Jared specifically? Tier 2 for him now. He looks up to you. What kind of advice would you give him?
I mean, Jaren's years ahead of where I was. I mean, looking back at it, I mean, he has that really work ethic, but, you know, he's still young, so he's got a lot to learn. But just, you know, he keeps his head up. He's a hard-working dude, and we're always pushing each other. I mean, we kind of go back and forth, and we're always competing.
Now that you've kind of had time to kind of look back on your year last year, how do you look at that, and how does that change to where you want to be this year as a linebacker?
I mean, the effort was there, but I think there's a lot more technique and a lot more fundamentals that need to improve upon. I mean, me and Coach Mel will be watching film, and we're always improving. We know I had an all right season, but there's a lot more I can do.
Are you that guy now that seeks out, you know, that input from him where, you know, he told the story about waiting for you to come get the playbook from him? Has that mentality changed for you now?
I mean, I think as soon as Coach Jones got here, we had that talk. I mean, there hasn't been a day where we're not talking. I'm always finding, you know, GAs, whoever I can get some knowledge off of. And there's so many coaches here that know so much where I'm always trying to pick their mind to be a sponge.
Danny, speaking of coaches, like you guys obviously didn't have the year you wanted last year. It's different emphasis that you see from him.
He's been the same guy since he's got here. I mean, nothing's really changed from his aspect. I think we just got to keep building that foundation and just keep working. I mean, he's going to be the same guy every single day. He's going to be on 100 every single day, 115. That's what he does. And it's going to help elevate us to match his energy.
Danny, yesterday Brent talked about needing to be more physical at the point of attack. Across the board, be more physical. How do you fix that as a team leader, and what do you expect out of your players in being more physical?
I mean, you fix that every day in practice. I mean, those guys, the leaders have to step up and, you know, demand that out of those guys. I mean, Kobe Bryant every day went to practice, he pushed everyone else. You know, you got to set that standard, you got to do the standard. So I got to be out here, I got to set the standard and be physical, you know, push the O-line, push the D-line, and just kind of keep raising the levels.
Do you feel like you've met that standard this past season?
I think at some times, but I think that consistency needs to be there more. I think, you know, looking up to Deshaun and David, you know, I kind of sat back in the backseat, and later on in the year I kind of took that transition. And I think this year I'll really take those strides.
What kind of, I guess, last season, everything y'all went through, what kind of mentality or just mental lapses of confidence did that give y'all heading into this spring? Or I guess overall, just the ups and downs that y'all went through, did that bring y'all closer together?
I mean, absolutely. I mean, we have a lot of new players, and, you know, so those older guys can speak upon, like, those past games, and it scarred us. But, you know, that's how you get better. That's all growth. So we're going to improve upon those games. You know, those five games we lost by one score. So, I mean, we're right there. We just got to keep improving.